This country is giving, at the moment, £20 billion every year to the EU.
£350 million a week.
The gross figure is £350 million a week.
They like that number so much they even put it on the side of their bus. But today, one MP who had backed Vote Leave said she was switching sides precisely because that figure was wrong.
I couldn't distribute Vote Leave's leaflets, and I certainly wouldn't have stepped on board their battle bus, whilst they have at the core of their campaign this 350 million figure, implying that that would be available for the NHS every week if we were to leave. It's simply not true.
But at a Hindu temple in northwest London, the Leave campaign were keeping faith with that number.
It is a recognition of money that we send to the European Union that we have no control over as a government. And by the way, that is British taxpayers' money.
Now, in streets up and down the country, people are trying to work out if that 350 million is accurate. Well, in 2014, we received about £85 million a week thanks to a rebate negotiated in the 1980s. We also received about £88 million in payments to sectors like agriculture. And on top of that, there was about £27 million paid to the private sector. Add all those together and take them away from that 350 million figure, and you end up with a net contribution to the EU of more like £150 million a week. But the Remain side has a favourite number of its own.
Wages would be lower, prices would be higher, and that means that Britain would be poorer by £4,300 per household.
But would every household in the country really be £4,300 worse off? Well, that is just based on two economic forecasts. The Treasury claims that by 2030, if we voted to leave, the economy would be about 6% smaller than it would have been if we'd voted to stay. And they've just taken that lower figure, divided it by the number of households in the country and come up with 4,300. But even if that lower estimate is correct, that means national wealth and average household income would still go up compared to today. In this vote, facts should help people make up their minds, but the numbers, whichever side they're coming from, must always be examined. Andy Belt, 5 News.